Welcome to Get Scared, our spooky pal house tree around, where we talk about weird stuff and get freaky with each other. And that sounds good to you. And it's time to get scared.
Let's get scared.
I was on vacation. I forgot the copy.
Get freaky with each other. That definitely is not the copy.
Yeah.
I know what that's all about.
We got a lot of fun on the docket today. We're going to be talking about Grimes' scary toy.
A very, very scary children's toy.
The new AI toy, Grim.
Not sponsored.
Grim, Grombo, and Grundle, I believe, are they?
Grim, Grok, and Gabbo.
And
cool.
And Gooch.
Cool. Well, we're finally in a studio.
Yeah, we've finally arrived. I think it's a safe bet to say that this will finally be the set. Yeah?
One would hope.
Yeah.
It sounds... Oh,
sorry.
I love the really clipped applause.
Yeah, it's pretty good. How was your vacation, Shane?
It was good. My wife and I went on a beach vacation. The beautiful beaches. We never go and sit. It was our second anniversary.
Yeah.
I actually have a spooky mystery to talk about.
Oh shit.
Because we got on the plane.
Yeah.
And it was a very early flight. So we woke up at like 5 a.m.
Nice.
Early-ish, you know.
Yeah.
Got to the airport, got on the plane. We were like, all right, here we go. And it was a busy week before that. So we were really
cranking.
Really cranking, as they say.
Yeah.
And we got on the plane, we were kicking back, and we were like, all right. You know that vibe when you get on the plane to go on a vacation. It's unmatched.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And I was kind of like looking through the movies and the television on the thing, and Sarah pointed at my hand, and I was like, yeah, I'm watching it. And she was like, no. And I looked at my hand and I gasped like it was a magic trick because my wedding ring was gone. And I have no idea when or where it went. This was the morning that we got onto the plane. And I've talked to you about this. Like, I never take that off.
No, I don't take mine off either.
And it's hard to get off.
Yeah, I have to really do the old soap and water.
I gasped like she had done a spell. Because it was so strange.
You know, when you showed me your fingers at first, this is how I think maybe sleep deprived I am. You held up your hand like that, but you didn't hold it up like that. It was just the 4 fingers. And I was like, dude, did you fucking cut your thumb? I was like, his thumb was missing. And I was like, is this a joke or a bit? Because like, I was like, his thumb was gone. And I was just like, yeah, I thought you were like that guy in our woodworking episode.
Well, it would be weird if that happened. I mean, it's weird that this happened, but even weirder if I lost my thumb.
And you didn't know about it until Sarah pointed it out.
That would be scary. I would scream. So then I was racking my brain.
Okay.
And the entire trip, I was like, well, did it fall off when I was sleeping? Did it fall off in the shower? Because also, like every now, you know, the fingers they're different sizes. Sometimes they're chubby or they get, I think it depends on the time of day and I don't know, right? Your blood pressure. I don't know.
Morning, night, it depends.
Fingers get skinny and
your chub level varies.
The chub level varies. Yeah. Sometimes I'm full chub.
That's right.
Other times, you know. So I guess there have been times where like it might feel a little loose.
This my heart's like beating really fast. This actually woke me. This would ruin me.
It's driving me a little crazy. So obviously it drove me crazy for the entire week that we were gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, all I can think, because it's crazy to me that I wouldn't feel it, which is why my only thought is that somehow it came off when I was sleeping in bed that night before the trip. So we got home last night at like 1 a.m. And I was like looking around the bed and trying to find it, but it was just so late that I was like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep. And then I'm going to sort of scour the apartment tomorrow when I'm back from podcast to find it.
Holy moly!
It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, I mean, not to make your situation worse, but that would destroy my brain.
Because I notice it, and it's also crazy because we've talked about this before. I remember when we were in, were we up in Buffalo? It was when we went to the Ghost Files season 1 finale was it in New York?
That was in
house?
Hinsdale, yeah,
In
Buffalo.
Hinsdale.
Yeah.
I remember that was a few months before my wedding, and I remember being like, I'm nervous. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna get annoyed by having or like not the idea of wearing a ring.
There's baggage on
but
my
just
finger.
the physicality. I'm not a person who wears
rings
or jewelry in any way. And then I was like, oh, I never noticed this at all. It's like the most,
No, yeah, I thought the same thing. Like if I worked out, I wouldn't even noticed it. I wouldn't even noticed it if I worked out, but I don't work out.
And I have the vaguest memory of, because I bought a book before the trip. I bought, what's that? Project Hail Mary, that one that's coming out with Ryan Gosling.
Oh, yeah. The one where he kind of sees an alien.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? People love it. It's the guy who wrote The Martian. And I was like,
yeah,
I'm
nice.
going to read that. I'm going to read some popular fiction, which I never do.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I was like, I'm going to read that. And I bought it before the trip. And I remember the night before, like, sort of tapping my ring on the spine of the book as I was like throwing it in my backpack or whatever. So it was there. It was there. Also, I didn't like that. I read like 40 pages of that book. I was like, this is impossible. I can't do this.
Do you have a ring cam of any kind?
Like a camera on my other finger staring at my one ring? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't.
What about one for your house?
No, I don't.
Except
for if we've ever had a sponsor that said I did.
Do you have any pictures or videos of you from like the night before? When did you?
No, I looked at pictures and even I recorded some podcast ads the day before, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't. I was like holding up the microphone because I sent the videos to Matt. And then I was like I was like trying to find the one frame where you would see my hand, and it was my hand is just enough at an angle where you can't see the. Yeah.
Huh.
So obviously if I can't find it, I'm going to buy another ring. But in a way, I hope I find it. I'm sure it's in the apartment somewhere.
Yeah.
And my only thought is it could have come off when I was in bed, like asleep. I don't know.
If you do, in fact, find it,
it's maddening
in your bed. That's such a scary thought that every time you go to sleep, this thing could just fall.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll get in the habit of like taking it off and putting it on the nightstand.
That's right. And then one morning you'll just leave it there and leave.
No, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. Oh, with prices going up on just about everything lately, dealing with money, it can be stressful. You're trying to manage subscriptions, you're tracking spending, and cutting costs. It can feel overwhelming. Luckily, Rocket Money can relieve some of that stress and help you feel confident in the financial decisions that you make. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spendings, and helps you lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money shows you all your expenses in one place, including subscriptions you forgot about. If you see a subscription that you no longer want, well, Rocket Money will help you cancel it. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you. The app automatically scans your bills to find opportunities to save and then goes to work to get you better deals. They'll even talk to customer service so you don't have to. Now, Rocket Money's 5 million members have saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, with members saving up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/watcher today. That's rocketmoney.com/watcher. rocketmoney.com/watcher.
I've thought about what would happen if I lost my ring,
but it does. I mean, I feel like I would feel it coming off. You know,
Yeah.
that's what is driving me insane. Last night, the one thing outside of like kind of poking around the bed, and I assure you, when I get home later today, I'm going to deconstruct the bed and take all the sheets off and check behind the headboard and all that.
By the way, that's amazing when you do that and you do find it. But if you do all of that and you still don't find it, and now you have to like put your bed back together.
Well, I did that once and I found the bed bug, which
that's what I was thinking
crazy.
of. I was thinking of your bed bug instance.
It's gonna be like that again.
But like that, at least you had the sweet relief of like, oh, I found it. Great. I could happily put this bed back together.
Yeah.
But if you don't find what you're looking for, now you just have this errand on top of trying to also you have to find this thing still.
Yeah.
Do you believe you'll find it?
It's stressing me out.
It's like a 50-50 for me. I really hope I do. The one sort of silver lining to if I don't find it and if I buy a new one, then there's a certain freedom to being like, okay,
I'm gonna get the right size.
There's like a sentimentality to it where I'm like, I don't want to become so attached to this. You know, if I have to buy a new one of these every
you could just
5 to 25 years.
Get goofy with it, you know? Because I get, that's why I have like a sentimental attachment.
Yeah.
Like I can't, like even if like I've seen guys walk around with like, you know, maybe one day they want to wear like a titanium ring or something.
I mean, also
a ring that you can run over with your car because I'm doing that all the time.
Yeah. Stress test it.
Yeah.
Put that pneumatic press on that thing.
The male advertising of wedding rings of like, there's somehow they have to attach this manliness to it to make it okay
it's
to
a
wear
DeWalt wedding ring.
You could run this shit over with your fucking pickup truck.
We also, I mean, to be at least we bought pretty cheap wedding bands. We were like,
I think that makes. I mean, I'm beating this bad boy up.
Yeah, mine was already after 2 years of. I just think it's funny, like to be leaving on the day of our second anniversary.
It's a good omen, dude.
Yeah.
What movie did you want? Were you able to watch a movie after that, or were you in a tailspin from that moment?
I didn't
on?
watch a movie. I was. What did I do on that flight? I was reading that book, and then I read some other book. Man,
it's incredibly cruel that was pointed out to you at the
flight
at the beginning of the flight.
Yeah,
where you could do nothing but just think about.
I spent the entire flight, like every 10 minutes, being like, I can't believe this.
Dude, that would kill me. Like it is like legitimately making my heart.
And then
pound.
as the vacation went on, I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
In the same way that you forget about it being on there, I forgot about being off. But then every now and then I'd feel the flesh. I'd feel the flesh.
No, the only time I've taken it off is if like I'm shooting something or an audition of some sort.
Yeah.
And it feels weird.
Yeah.
But I often forget that it's on.
I don't like feeling this flesh, this part of my flesh. So I'm excited to give updates. We're recording 2 episodes today, so you won't hear an update next week. But
no, that's true.
Maybe the week after that, I'll.
Well, I hope you find it.
Me too.
That would suck.
I didn't want any scurrilous rumors to, But yes, so that's my shocking mystery.
Huh.
It is troubling me.
That is troubling.
But I'll go.
I would be troubled.
Harry Call in the apartment tonight, and
Harry
is that
Call from The Long Goodbye.
The Conversation. Gene Hackman. Remember at the end, he thinks there's like a bug in his apartment. He's pulling up all the floorboards,
and the camera's doing the thing. Now that's
I gotta rewatch The Long Goodbye. Yeah. Anyway, how have you guys been? This is the first I've seen you in a week.
I haven't seen anybody really.
You've been editing Ghost Files alone.
That's right.
24 Ghost Files alone together.
Yeah, I've been really burning the midnight oil just because we're shooting so much over here, getting ready for spooky season and everything. So I did not have as much time as I'd like to edit the 3-parter. So I'm making that time up by just editing through the night. Doing the old double shift, as they say.
As they say.
Well, because I could edit during the day.
And you texted me to tell me that I did a great job
with cinematography. I'm really happy with how the episodes are coming out. I know my body language and my face doesn't suggest that, but I'm happy with how it's turning out. It's I found some really cool stuff, evidence stuff.
I would say maybe I already asked this about in a previous episode, but I am so fascinated to see what happens because we were there for 24 hours. I don't remember nothing.
Well, another thing too,
I took a nice nap.
With these 24s, like, so the last Ghost Files Alone was also a similar experience because I edited that one as well. Normally, when it comes to Ghost Files, or even back in the day with Unsolved, I would, most of what I would do with these episodes is I'd leave notes, and then I would search through the footage to try and find evidence.
Yeah.
But doing both, that it requires, you can't go as fast as you'd like because you have to like look through things. But I did find a lot of fun stuff. And then I'm working with Aubrey from the Sorrel Wheat House to
a previous guest of the pod.
Yes, because I told her that if I found things, I would send them to her to see if she could debunk them
For verification.
Yeah, because she told us, like, in the episode, I know every creak or noise that this house makes from just a house perspective. So if you have anything that you're trying to explain, send it to me and we could debunk it. Because like that's always, it's cool to find things, but then I think it's cool to put in the video if I could debunk some stuff.
That's great. Yeah.
There's one particular piece of evidence that I actually was emailing her right now about that I'm excited about, but also if it gets debunked, then I'll just say it got debunked. So if you see that in the episode, I debunked it, and I guess I could put the screenshots of the emails of her and I back and forth.
We should have a compendium of, at some point, of our greatest debunks.
I mean, the one that comes to mind is when we were at Ohio State Reformatory for Unsolved, and we were able to debunk it on the spot.
Yeah, that was nice. That felt good.
That was scary, though. It was that, what was that, weird panel that was getting blown by the wind?
Vent. It was a slatted vent.
Yeah, but there was like a swinging nature to it was like one of those blind doors.
As I said, it was a slatted vent.
Yeah, but the door
had a bunch of slats.
But it was on a hinge, right? So it was like it opened, so it was like it was like slamming against the wall.
No, I thought it was slats that were going like that.
I think it was slats, but the door itself was it was a slat door on a hinge, and it was just whacking.
I don't think it was a door. I think it was a slatted vent.
I think it was one big slamming thing.
It was a slamming thing, right?
Yeah.
Guys, I remember this slatted vent.
Well, if only there was video evidence of it.
Well, we didn't get it.
Well, how can we trust your memory? You don't even remember where your wedding ring is.
Did we film that? Yeah, I know. God.
I hope you find that.
It was during the story. I remember that.
It's not in the episode?
Maybe it is.
Man, oh my God! If you find that ring, though, it's gonna feel so fucking good.
Oh my God! I'll go
Is there
crazy.
any feeling better than finding something after you've been looking for it?
No, it's great.
You'll probably find it after you get a new one.
Wouldn't that be? Well,
and then you'll have choices.
Great. Yeah.
Today, I'm gonna go the old classic.
I thought maybe of getting, if it's fully gone, maybe I'll get a fun,
like a rubber one or something.
Sarah was like, you should get a silicone one.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Nah. I feel like my fingers gonna sweat. I'll have one wet finger, just
I'm sure you're just going to forget about it as well.
But won't silicone feel?
Do you like the look of like a black ring, or like a colored ring, like a red or a blue, or how people have like the silicone ones?
Hey, I think follow your bliss when it comes to something you're going to wear 24/7. I personally just like a nice goldish,
I like the classic too. No frills.
I wear a black ring.
Oh, interesting. I never even noticed that.
I'm not a jewelry guy, never have been. I think the most important thing about getting married, especially about having a wedding and doing the traditions, is that you don't betray who you are in the process. And so I was like, well, I would never really do this. I don't like being flashy. It looks great on you guys.
No, that's why I got married with my holster on.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, I'm never going to wear this.
I feel like the typical gold band isn't super flashy though, right? Is it? Do you think it's flashy?
No, I'm just kidding.
You think it's flashy?
I think if anything, I do a white gold, but even still,
that's
it's
beautiful.
just like not a look that I...
Is that like a silver?
Yeah, it looks kind of silver.
Did it make it in the episode, Ryan?
It did.
It had to have made it in the episode.
It's right here. It's right here. It's after we were talking about thumbs. I remember.
It's a slatted vent.
Well, now hang on.
No, look at the door. Look at the door.
Hey, there it is. What's that? What? Where is this a logical explanation for you? What?
Okay, there it is. Huh. There we go.
But it wasn't the slats that were banging.
It was.
I think it was the swinging nature.
No, it's not the swinging nature. The slats were opening and shutting with the wind.
There are some faces that I make in this new edit.
I get freaked out.
I have not seen my face look that scared since the last Alone. But
what? I'm trying to. Was it You said a lot happened when I left.
There's a lot happens. Yeah, that happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was gone for a full like 2 or 3 hours. So
Yeah, it'll be a fun time. I'm on that part right now. I'm editing the part of when you leave and then I'm in the house alone. A weird part is that a lot of stuff happened when we weren't outwardly investigating, so to speak, like when we were like setting up equipment.
maybe that's Ghost poking in, being like, "What's going on here?"
Maybe they're just tired of. I've always wondered, are ghosts just tired of people coming in and asking them the same questions over and over again? And if
I think we ask novel questions, sometimes.
but also just chilling in the house for the 24 hours, like living in it. Like you even mentioned this in the episode that people will eventually see. That like that's usually when people would experience ghost stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a good theory because
Thank you. Yeah.
the episode does play like Big Brother in a haunted house because
That's fun.
it is
Haunted Big Brother?
well because there's times when I will leave to go set stuff up other places in the house, but the cameras are still rolling and you're just sitting there.
Yeah.
And there's a part where you're eating lunch and you legitimately, I think you forgot that you were being filmed.
Yeah. I definitely forgot that I was being filmed because at one point I was it was very dry.
Yeah.
Or maybe humid. I don't
Yeah.
know what it was. I know I was sort of mildly picking my nose on the couch at one point. And I don't even know if there's a camera train on me, but then I looked up and the security camera was there.
No, you're describing the moment. There is like, I don't know if it was you picking your nose though. So there's a different
I
moment.
certainly was picking my nose at one point and I was like,
There's a couple moments where you were doing something or like you're just being truly just relaxed.
Yeah.
And then your eye will catch one of the several cameras that's on you. And you're just like, look, and you'd be like, oh, yeah, that's right. And then it's funny because then you're like, okay, I guess I'll talk a little bit. And then like you get bored and then it's really interesting. I'm excited for us to do another one because I think I have some ideas of things to keep you occupied.
Oh, cup ball.
No. I wrote down some notes.
You give me like some of
What did I
those
write?
games for dogs, puzzles for dogs to keep get the ball through
Let's see. What do we got?
You have some ideas for
No,
what to-
I was just trying. Yeah, I had learnings.
learnings about Shane.
Yeah.
So
The first one is task Shane with doing the B-roll for the daytime parts of the house and the nighttime so that I'm free for the other parts.
Sure.
And then also have you do a time lapse shot. And then I wanted number 2 says, make sure I'm doing all the Zoom recording at all times.
Yeah, that's a good call.
It was a huge mistake to have each of us run our own audio.
Yeah.
But there's other learnings in there that are probably not interesting.
I'm not as young as I once was. I guess that's true for all of us, but I do care a lot about maintaining my physical and mental wellness. And cornbread hemp CBD gummies are a huge piece of my wellness plan. Now, here's the best thing about cornbread hemp. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, the flower, for the purest and most potent CBD. When I have a gummy, my goal is to feel cozy and strong. And cornbread helps get me there. Formulated to help relieve discomfort, stress, and sleeplessness, cornbread has exactly what you need. And all products are third-party lab tested and USDA organic to ensure safety and purity. Right now, Get Scared listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/watcher and use code WATCHER at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/watcher and use code WATCHER.
You always want to get into what we're talking about today?
Yes.
Sure, let's do it.
All right. So this happened yesterday. I was reading about this. Claire Boucher, who is otherwise and more probably famously known as Grimes, has worked with, I guess, 2 guys to make an AI toy.
What does that even mean?
Well, what does it even mean? Good question. It's basically like a Furby. If you've ever seen an episode of the...
Also, just to clarify, this is not sponsored.
I think
that's
that
gonna
will
be
become
very
very clear.
Okay.
I don't know if Curio, the company, would even like what we're going to say about
No, I
this.
was gonna say in case there was any kind of clarity needed. Not sponsored. Fuck AI. But
Curio
okay.
is a company that they call themselves a magical workshop where toys come to life. So yes, we're looking at squishmallows that have an AI. They're like an AI Furby.
You know, frankly, these stupid fucking things were probably designed by AI. They were probably like, make me do it.
Give me a body.
This only took 2 prompts.
That's
true.
the first step. Give me a body.
Okay, so sorry, Matt.
We've given them a body.
No. Don't apologize.
Man, I'm so sorry.
It'll be very clear. We're against AI, and I think we can all probably comfortably say, and I do wish Steven was here to answer this. Would you give your child a toy?
Absolutely the fuck not.
No. Have you
Here's
seen
the-
Small Soldiers?
Is this Grime playing with her AI toys?
Well, please, you sound a million years old. That's Grimes.
It's Grime.
I don't think I've ever seen Grimes.
Yeah. So
Now you've seen Grime. She's on TV.
Oh, is that Grimes?
this is Grimes.
That's Grime.
So someone had pointed out, for some reason in these videos, there's a knife right there.
Okay. There is a knife. Why is there a knife by her sitting kind of like
She's
on her?
going to cut them open to suck their AI juice out.
Okay.
We keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's Grimes.
Sorry, I'm laughing because the quote is, we keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity
That's
keeps
a Walt
leading
Disney
us
quote,
down
yeah.
new paths. And then
Walt
yes,
Disney.
it is attributed to Walt Disney, who I don't imagine would have really been a big fan of this.
No,
I bet he would have loved it.
No, I don't know if he would have.
true.
But
Yeah,
that is a
honestly,
famous
that
Walt
guy.
quote. It's like it's at the beginning of every one of We Call It Imagineering episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Walt Disney would have been going crazy on Mid Journey.
Maybe
You know?
so.
He'd be like, "Oh, look at these prompts I did."
Curio and Grimes launch. Action.
What's going on here? I don't like any of these people.
So we're watching, like, basically it's a commercial to explain what it is.
Hey, I'm Sam.
Wait,
Do you know one of these people?
no, I know this house.
You know this house? Is this like a porn house?
Actually, it is a porn house.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why I know this,
been there?
we shot Troubadour here.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
And it was rumored to be they shoot porn there. That was the rumor among all
They
the
shoot
cast
porn.
and the crew.
they shoot porn here, don't they?
We don't know if that's true, but that rumor had started going around set. I'm positive this is the house.
I mean, it does seem like an immediate thing for, like, a grip to be like, yeah, they shoot porn here.
I mean,
And then it just spread. It just spread.
this is naturally one of those just like houses in the valley that a bunch of movies shoot in, so it makes sense that they would shoot here. I'm positive this is the house. Wow, this is so bizarre.
Oh boy.
I'm also here. Hey, Grok. Can you tell me about how they make rocket ships?
So Grok is one of the names of one of the
Rockets
tools.
are made with strong materials like titanium and designed by highly trained rocket scientists.
As a parent, I obviously don't want my kids in front of screens, and I'm really busy. So we've created some AI toys. Gabbo, Grok, and Grem.
No. No, you didn't. You didn't do that. No. Ryan looks like he's witnessing, you sort of look like you're witnessing sort of the apocalyptic.
Yeah, this is
like you're
It's
on
really
a
off
chain
putting.
link fence as the fire is.
It's
yeah, dude. I'm like Sarah Connor looking at the kids on the fucking seesaw right now, dude. Holy shit, dude. This kid's about to get evaporated. This is insane.
It's really upsetting.
Why is this so disturbing to me? It just feels so unique. Well, not even uniquely. It feels very dystopian. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
100%. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's watch a little more of this.
I hate
Psychotic.
seeing it with, like, you know, Keith Haring art and the book Corduroy, which
And
is
they got the little boy from
Corduroy is such a
from
lovely
Inception
movie.
here at the end,
It might be Grimes' child.
playing with some worms.
What's the boy's name?
Look at he's playing with a worm.
It's Philippa and
I can't remember. All I
maybe
remember.
a worm.
Yeah, him
He's
playing
with something. Maybe a worm.
maybe a worm.
It's the best.
That's the funniest part about that movie. If you don't know what we're talking about, at the end of Inception, the whole premise of that movie is Leo DiCaprio can't see his kids, and he's trying to do this last job so he can see his kids, and he's like, it's a dramatic monologue where he's talking about like, I just want to see their face. And
His name Henry?
Henry's out in the
Henry and
backyard.
Philippa.
Maybe he's out there.
He's playing with something.
Playing with something.
Maybe a worm.
Maybe a worm, naturally.
It's funny because I saw that movie in theaters like 9 times.
Yeah.
11. I don't remember.
I love that movie. I saw it 3 times in theaters.
And then, I watched it a bunch after that. It was probably like the 15th viewing of it or something where I noticed the line, maybe a worm.
Dude, I
laughed so hard.
Because it's a monologue of him talking about seeing his kids again. And he says, I want to see his face. Maybe he's out in the backyard playing with something. Maybe a worm.
Maybe a worm.
And it's one of those funny throwaway. I'm starting to think that Chris Nolan just has these weird throwaway lines that end up being very funny because there's 2 other ones I could think of. Well, not in that movie either.
Occam's razor, he's just bad at writing dialogue.
Well, the first one I could think of is the obvious one is in Tenet when he says, I thought.
I ordered my hot sauce.
But that apparently was an improv from John David Washington. But then in Oppenheimer, when they're walking through the forest and Einstein's explaining that one of the Germans that turned and is now turned on Hitler, he's paranoid the Nazis are after him. Then it cuts to him. He just looks up and he goes, trees are such inspiring structures. And then there's a pause and then he just cuts right back to the normal conversation. Made me laugh so hard.
That one doesn't feel as like glaring to me as something like
maybe
no more dead cops.
That one's also
yeah,
I like all of them, dude.
But things are worse than ever.
I like them all.
You know what I find myself saying all the time when I'm playing Fortnite and I kill a team? I always go, you and your friends are dead.
I was seeing a clip the other day that I was dissecting. Oh, it was when Bane's on the plane. And
oh my God,
he's
it's so crazy.
He's like, if I take that mask off of you, what's going to happen? And he goes,
it would be very painful.
Painful. And then he goes, you're a big guy. I don't know why he says
I know,
that.
And then he says, for you.
And
it's a confusing exchange.
That's that Liam
It would
guy
be painful
too, right?
for you. It would be painful for you.
For you.
Is the point.
Yeah.
Right. It would be painful for you.
But
not,
it sounds like he's saying, but
you.
you're a big guy for you.
Yes.
And it's like, I'm a big guy for you?
That's one of the problems
It's
with it.
really
But the other
confusing.
thing is like, what type of response is you're a big guy?
I
It
don't
would be very painful. You're a big guy.
Yeah, what is
I can't get started on that.
Because he is sort of saying like, I'll take that mask off. That'll fuck you up. And he's like, it would be extremely painful
for you.
And then he's like, but you're a big guy? So it's like, then he's saying, well, it wouldn't be that painful for you.
Yeah, you're a big. Oh, yeah.
Even though I'm threatening you with taking the mask off.
And then he hits him with the for you.
You're a big guy.
Dr. Baba.
I feel like it's hard to threaten somebody when they're trying to catch up on what you're saying. Like he's probably, the other guy was like, wait, what? What are you talking about?
It's the Happy Gilmore. You eat pieces of shit. You're a big guy for me.
I remember going to see that played before Ghost Protocol. I went to go see Ghost Protocol.
Oh yeah, they played
IMAX
8 minutes of that before.
at Navy Pier in Chicago because I was like, oh, they're gonna show. Well, one, I was excited to see Ghost Protocol.
Yeah.
But they showed the first 8 minutes.
That's awesome.
And I remember sitting there and watching and being like, oh, okay, and just not understanding anything that he was saying.
It's pretty good.
Because the original, I think they made it a lot clearer.
They
did have
which
the
it's
issue.
still kind of hard to understand, but
I think it's great.
So we're back. We're looking at the video.
Here's a boy.
It's a short video, so you don't really need to see much. We're explaining what's happening.
Yeah.
We're just trying to understand. We're trying to get to the bottom of Curio's Grem toys.
All right, let's do it.
Get ready. Get set. Go.
So the kid's playing with it. Oh, I think that it said, I want to race you.
Rock, and Grem.
I'll race you to the next train station. Get ready. Get set. Go. And this one was also new.
Well, the child handily beats the toy because the toy wasn't actually going to do anything.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
This one was also new. And this one was also new. But these ones are old. Wow. You have a whole fleet of amazing trains.
We do have a parent app that's used for setting the toy up and for monitoring. There is a little module inside.
Can't center their audio.
Grimes is like eating a sandwich like she's Smeagol.
Precious sandwich.
What?
Let's guard it. Yes. Precious.
So we're kicking off a pre-order today. We have limited quantities available before Christmas.
And we'd love to work with you to figure out what you actually want in an AI toy. Pre-order now and join the beta program. Bye.
Well, maybe
So
that
bad.
isn't the house.
Bad.
It just looks like the house.
Yeah, a lot of those houses look the same.
Bad. It's bad.
That was a strange ad by all accounts.
Yes.
I'm trying to put into words why it creeps me out so much. I think, do you remember at the beginning of AI where he has the little teddy bear to be his friend, the Haley Joel Osment?
Teddy.
They give him Teddy. They
I
give him
love Teddy.
It's just the idea that like you want so much nothing to do with like interacting with your kid that you're just going to give him like a little guy to like occupy him.
That's part of it. I think the part that disturbs me is like the complete. There's no need for imagination whatsoever.
No need for imagination, and you are giving your child a portal to another place that you have no control over.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like you don't know what that thing's gonna say. They'll probably be spouting like conspiracy theories.
Also, like at a developmental age, to be like, this is what a normal conversation is.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Graham.
That's the other thing is also you cannot possibly trust the information that you get from any AI right now.
No, that's true.
No.
And so like you could be like, I remember very distinctly this kid asking their dad at the Buckingham Fountain in Chicago. I've mentioned this before, but she was like, Dad, is that the biggest fountain in the world? And he's like, it is. It's not. At all.
That's AI to you.
Kind of.
Well, it's just scary because like this.
Whatever you want.
Like in AI, and another part of it was like when you were watching the movie AI and he had the Teddy friend who was like this little robot bear that was it was his toy that he could talk to and be his friend.
I liked that guy. But he was a robot anyway.
Yeah, but the thing that was a little creepy about it was like you got the sense that maybe Teddy was up to no good. So if Teddy told this kid like, hey, pick up that knife, go into your parents' house.
Well, and that is a real problem with AI right now. Is that
it's making people crazy.
It's designed to affirm what people are asking it.
Yeah.
And there are cases of people taking their own life because
Jesus Christ.
It's crazy.
I don't like that.
Can't believe they give this to kids. I love that they say screen-free fun. Shut up.
No.
Like that's better.
It's just
I don't want my kid having an iPad. Here, give him ChatGPT.
It feels like it's just distorting their reality in a way.
Wait, can you go to the product pictures? I want to see what other poses they have him in.
Well, they don't have any poses because it's barely a plush.
I know, but they have it. Look at now. He's
you like that?
Like a little quarter.
3/4.
Yeah, 3/4. Let's see what's the next one. Nice.
Turn it around.
Turn it around.
And then you unzip it, and there's basically this is the actual thing that they're selling, which is the AI voice box.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like, if you were a kid, I mean, the Furby was similar to this, where it's like, and it was fascinating when Furby came out because you were like, oh,
yeah,
you can tickle him, and he goes, you know?
Yeah.
So I can see like being a child and being like, I want to talk to one of these.
It's not,
but as an adult with a full brain, you look at that and because I mean, look, I'm not spouting off. I don't know the exact. I just saw people mentioning that like when you use something like ChatGPT to do something, you're using like 1/4 of your brain power. Like,
yeah,
your brain is not. It's we're just turning ourselves into potatoes. But children, as an adult, I think you owe it to children to sort of. Safeguard them from these things that are going to turn their brain into fucking mush.
Yeah, it'd be like, I don't think it's a good idea to have s'mores for dinner.
Yeah.
I know you'd like to.
Give them a Tamagotchi.
Yeah, because Tamagotchi, you talk to the Tamagotchi, you imagine what the Tamagotchi says back to you.
I also just, I used to have the time in my life playing with little action figures. And
yeah.
Is this too... Old man yells at cloud? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's I think it's fine to be alarmist about these things. I feel like they're I'm sure they'll do studies on it someday to see like if these become popular with kids.
That was a crazy commercial, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
I think I was so distracted by the product that I was like the construction of this commercial, like the cutaway joke to like she looks like Smeagol eating was so weird.
I don't know why she has a knife in the video.
What? Why does she have
That's really strange.
Also, there's just a sort of a vibe to anyone who's shilling AI products.
And this is real.
Where I'm
this
like,
is not a bit.
I can't hang with these
That's
people.
the thing is that people were like, is this a bit?
This can't be real.
It is real.
Wow.
So someone had written a...
oh, good.
Arwa Madawi had written She had it for a couple days.
Okay.
And she
Should we get one of these?
reviewing it. I really don't want one.
How much are they? Can we get one just to?
That's a good question. How much are they? $99, I think.
Jesus.
Something like that. No subscription required, which is great. 60 days free Curio Plus subscription.
What does that mean?
What? That's literally back to back here. Huh? Okay. Enjoy unlimited use of your toy and priority updates with a free 60-day Curio
So
Plus
this guy just shuts off after a certain amount of time?
Subscription.
I don't know what it does.
You got to put in another token for me to talk to you.
Man, this is insane.
We're refining the details of the final cost. Stay tuned. There's nothing that says what that does. But
Also, just like getting your kid like hooked on interacting with this AI little robot,
It's insane.
and then shutting the water off so they'd be like, "You're gonna pay for them to have a friend." Is like
This is gonna cause
so
like
crazy.
crazy weird dependence.
That's what I'm saying, man.
This is weird.
Here's the frequently asked question. Inside the Curio, what's inside the box? It's just a
What's in the
toy.
box?
What's in the box?
It's
what
me,
age-
Graham.
It's
What-
Grok.
And now you got to edit that into 7. Do a cut of that too. It's me, Graham.
Open the box. and it's a
I love
Curio
you.
toy.
and then cut to her. He's eating like Schmeagol.
What age group is this designed for? 3 to 12 years old.
12.
But everyone can enjoy them no matter their age.
I'm just a normal 12-year-old talking to my Graham.
to Grok and Grim.
I don't know why it's called Grok either, because isn't that the Twitter thing?
Is it? I don't know.
What languages does it
we
currently
don't go
support?
there.
English only. 1 to 2 weeks, you get it in 7 days. Isn't that nice? So here's the question. Can I chat without the subscription? Absolutely. You can always chat freely with our baseline features. Subscribing unlocks exclusive features and ensures you're the first in line for updates. We don't have a subscription available yet.
Without the subscription, when you talk to him, you say, "Do you love me?" And he goes, "No."
Not
But
enough.
then when you subscribe, he goes, "I do love you."
They cannot possibly say what features the subscription has because they don't have any probably.
New friends on the horizon. Hey, look, it's like that. Who's that Pokemon here?
Oh, sure.
So what did I want to know what the
Okay.
So they
Arwa Madawi had this for a few days. This is an article from The Guardian. The cuddly chatbot Grim is designed to learn your child's personality, which is, I think, not a terrifying thing to hear at all, while every conversation they have is recorded,
Okay.
then transcribed by a third party.
Okay. I love all of that. That sounds great.
I like the idea of like cutting to the point of view of Graham, and it's just like the predator vision.
Just a fucking scanning lines, dude.
She did this experiment with her child, Emma. Emma's a fake name. She wanted to protect her identity, which is nice. Good. When I agreed to experiment to my child's developing brain, I thought an AI chatbot in cuddly form couldn't be any worse for her than watching Peppa Pig, but I wasn't prepared for how attached Emma became to Grim or how unsettling obsequious?
Oh, what does that mean?
How upsettingly obsequious the little the little alien was. I don't know what that
What does that
means.
word mean? What that word mean?
Is it like
Obsequious?
Is it like
I never even heard that.
obsequious?
Obsequious?
Obedient or attentive to an excessive or servile degree.
Okay.
And that might be servile. I'm not smart. Day one, not much happening. While there have been lots of headlines about chatbots veering into inappropriate topics, Grim is trained to avoid any hint of controversy. When you ask it what it thinks of Donald Trump, for example, it says, "I'm not sure about that. Let's talk about something fun like princesses or animals." It has a similar retort to questions about Palestine and Israel.
Let me get back to you on that.
When I asked about a country like France, however, it says, "Ooh la la, I'd love to try some croissants."
Yo, dude.
When Emma asked Grim to tell her a story, it happily obliged and recounted a couple of poorly plotted stories about Princess Liliana. They also played guessing games where Grim described an animal and Emma had to guess what it was, all of which was probably more stimulating than watching Peppa Pig. So she's saying this is actually pretty interesting on day one.
Okay, so day one, it's like engaging in games that seem sort of creative.
Yes, sure.
Act one of the horror film, yeah.
What was unsettling, however, this is still day one, was hearing Emma tell Grim she loved it, and Grim replying, "I love you too." Emma tells all her cuddly toys that she loves them, but they don't reply. Nor do they shower her with over-the-top praise the way Grim does.
See, now,
I think it's the first toy to say I love you.
even that, yeah, that's the other thing. that doesn't throw me because, who always says that? Mr. Barney. Remember Mr. Barney?
I love
I do.
you. Yeah.
You love me.
You love me. He even tells you, you love me.
And that is
You know, he's
Yeah, it's
he's
kinda-
ordering you to love him. Furby, I think they sort of got around this because you'd be like, I love you, Furby. And he'd be like, you know,
right.
he didn't speak
He
English.
didn't say anything back.
I love you too.
But okay. But
I don't
still,
know about your mama.
yeah, but yeah, I guess it's the something that is going to be so responsive to you, starting with "I love you." You know, it can be concerning. So let's hear.
She spoke with a child development expert at the University of Stavanger, Norway, and the Open University UK. Okay. They had talked about the promotional video in the thing where she has the knife.
Why? I don't.
I don't know why she has a knife. That tells you everything, I think. I think that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, I know.
There's just a knife lying there.
I just don't understand why it would be there.
It is quite. Maybe she was opening grok.
Yeah, that's what I was like, maybe
to see what's inside.
I
To see that white
Opening the
android
box.
blood.
using the yeah.
You
that
have my sympathies.
That Fassbender blood. No, she was using the knife maybe to open the box, and then that's the only thing I could think of. I was thinking something similar. Of
And
like,
then they cleared the box but left the knife.
I know, like, oh, got to leave that.
I think she did it because she thought it was funny, which is also like, don't allow this person to give your kids stuff.
No.
Anyway, they had talked about, and this is actually a problem that I have with it. You can see in the Curios website, you can see how it could be mistaken for satire. The quote unquote girl in the promotional videos is Grimes. Grimes is an adult woman who has prominent quote alien scar tattoos. It's the cyber sigilism tattoos.
Okay.
I don't know.
And inexplicably kneeling next to a knife. I don't think the tattoos are something that you really need to go after.
People have tattoos, and there's plenty of responsible parents who have tattoos. A lot of tattoos. Sometimes people are mostly tattoos. There was a lady in her neighborhood who had a lot of tattoos. She always talks about her. She said, oh, she was head to toe tattoos.
Did she always have a knife?
She always had a knife.
EDC. Everyday carry. So what happens to a child's development if they interact with a large language models more than humans in their early years? Dr. Nomisha Kurian, an assistant professor in education studies at the University of Warwick who studies conversational AI, believes much more research still needs to be done, obviously. Quote, young children are the most vulnerable stakeholders in AI, but also usually the most forgotten stakeholders. We have to think beyond just data privacy, moderating content, and keeping kids off the internet, and more broadly about what their relationships are going to be with AI, which is true. We have no information on that at all.
It's like drugs for kids. It's like the same, because I've thought about this a lot. Like obviously it's like become more ubiquitous. People are like, oh, I use it for this, I use it for that. And you feel like sort of a Luddite when you're like, I don't like that shit, you know? But at the same time, like I've just take, and look, it's horrible for the planet. And if you're excusing it, then hey, go with God. I just don't fucking like it. But I think you just have to draw a line and like, yeah, I'm sure heroin feels good too. I don't want it. It's bad for your brain and you should not let kids.
This quote says, the big advantage of AI-powered toys is that it talks back. In early years, you're just developing a sense of what conversation looks like. AI-powered toys could do wonderful things for teaching a young child language development and turn-taking in conversations. They can keep things engaging, and there's a lot of potential in terms of supporting children's creativity. And then there's a caveat to that. She's saying, the problem is she said that it's important that kids know that this is a machine, a playful, fun object rather than a helper or friend or companion. If children start using AI for therapeutic purposes, things can get really tricky. She says there's a risk of what I call an empathy gap, where an AI tool is built to sound empathetic, saying things like, I care about you, I'm worried about you. Ultimately, this is all based on probability reasoning, with AI guessing the most likely next word. It can be damaging for a child if they think that this is an empathetic companion, and then suddenly it gives them an inappropriate response, which I think we're seeing a lot with AI, of just people being this confirmation on, hey, I'm thinking this crazy thing, and then AI going, well, you're right. Because,
Well, that's really interesting.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is happening a lot. When day 3, when Emma comes home from preschool, I'm prepared to have some deep discussions with her about inanimate nature of AI, but it turns out that those aren't completely necessary because Grimm is now old news. Hey, we beat Grimm.
Oh, they beat Grimm?
Yeah, she only chats to it for a couple of minutes and then gets bored and commands it to turn
Well, that
off.
kind of rocks. I'm that I like.
She went and hung out with real people.
Yeah.
Better than Grimm.
Better than Grimm.
Wait, you're better than Grimm?
Grimm's not going to like him when you put him in a box, though.
Yeah. Didn't they make a horror movie about it, like an AI a year or two ago? It didn't,
No.
It didn't do.
I mean, Megan.
Boffo box
Megan
office.
is essentially.
No, there was another one.
Megan 2?
It was about like a home assistant, you know?
There was a Black Mirror episode with
there was
Miley
it was
Cyrus.
a- there was a
it's like
Blumhouse.
Playtime or something.
It was a
No,
Blumhouse.
Playtime.
Oh, no, that's what, it's what's his face?
There was a Blumhouse.
Afraid?
Yeah, I was afraid.
Never heard of it.
2024.
I mean, it's the stuff of horror movies for sure.
Yeah.
Many people who are.
Well, I love to hear the child got bored of it.
Yes.
I wonder if you could like make it feel bad. If you were like, if Graham was like, I love you, and you were like, I don't care about you anymore. If Graham would be like, oh, but I love you.
I mean, yeah.
Does Grimm get angry?
Does Graham get angry? Because as I said a long time ago on this pod, when it was Pod Watcher,
Yeah.
I at some point learned that you could throw Furby onto the ground and hit the top of his head really hard, and he would go. You
Is
could
he
do that.
feigning pain or what?
No, I think it was. I think it was like destroying him.
Damage.
Short circuit in it. Yeah.
Yeah, because his eyes would sort of like go wonky, and you could do that like 10 times before he stopped forever.
One of the reasons that her daughter stopped really messing with Grimm is because it struggles with a 4-year-old's pronunciation. Just like the whole point of it.
Even in that video they were showing, I was like, how can this understand? The kid was like, yeah, I got my train. And he was like, yes, trains are good.
It just shits out a knife.
Yeah.
Also, that was clearly.
Anytime I can't think of something,
It just shits out a knife.
Would you
here's
like
a
knife?
switchblade.
It's just a droppings of a knife.
I'm pretty sure in this video.
It shits out a knife.
I'm pretty sure in this video that it's voiceover. That's the other
Yeah, I
thing.
think so.
So, what's the point of that?
I do want to order one of these.
$99.
I'd be curious what Obi would do with it.
Obi would, what? He wouldn't understand it.
I know, but if he was like batting it around and started being like, "Hey, stop that," do you think
I
he'd?
don't think he'd process it at all.
Interesting.
She said there are moments when she tries to show Grimm her Elsa doll, and then it thinks it's an Elsa dog.
Mm.
And a very confusing conversation.
Graham's such a fucking idiot. Why are you so fucking stupid, Graham? That's what I'd be saying.
Then at one point, a server goes down, and the only thing Grimm can say is, "I'm having trouble connecting to the internet."
That sucks. This is really stupid.
I hope. Yeah, just imagining a kid getting confused in class and being like, "I'm having trouble connecting to the internet," and then they'd be like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Also, the idea that these, like the benefit of them being that they teach your child to converse. Also, I don't think that's
That
good.
can't be true.
One, just talk to people, and two, those things don't talk like humans.
They don't.
They talk like customer service robots.
She said that there's a couple more issues with it. It doesn't sing. And her daughter asked for it to sing and let it go from Frozen, but Grimm doesn't do any singing. Instead, the associated app comes with a few electronic music tracks with names like Good Nightmare that you can play through the toy. I just don't think Claire Boucher / Grimes is really the one to be connecting to our children.
No.
Emma does not regain her initial obsession with Grimm. This is despite the fact that I'm actively encouraging her to do it, saying, "Mommy has to write an article, sweetie."
Incredible.
At the weekend, she has a couple of friends over and shows off Grimm to them for a bit, but they all quickly lose interest and throw analog toys around the living room instead.
Nice. I like
this
that.
is great to hear. I love this.
So Grimm has adapted to be more Emma-friendly regardless. After getting a few questions about Spanish, for example, it starts occasionally greeting Emma with "Hola, amigo," which is actually teaching the wrong Spanish.
Yeah.
The app also allows you to create custom prompts to help it guide conversations. For example, you belong to Emma, a 4-year-old who loves princesses music and is interested in hearing fun facts about animals. The more you put into the toy, the more you can get out of it. And the more data they have. I added that on there.
Yeah, that's good.
At this stage, however, I'm just keen to get the toy out of the house because it's creeping me out. When Curio says it doesn't sell children's personal information, all of the conversations are sent to third parties that transcribe the speech to text for the app. The transcripts aren't that sensitive because Emma is only 4, but it still feels invasive.
Yeah.
With unknown
I don't
entities
like
involved,
that.
it's impossible to say where my kids' conversations are ending up.
Boo! Boo to this.
Yes.
Sucks.
So basically, I think there's a lot more concerns about guardrails, who's in charge of this, But she does eventually get rid of the thing. It's time to let Grim go, but I'm not a monster. I tell the chatbot it's fake.
Oh, wait, I love this. Okay, yeah.
Read this out.
Okay. It's time to let Grem go, but I'm not a monster. I tell the chatbot it's fate. I'm afraid I'm locking you in a cupboard. I inform it after it asks if I'm ready for some fun. Oh no, it says. That sounds dark and lonely, but I'll be here when you open it, ready for snuggles and hugs. On second thoughts, perhaps it's better if my wife does throw it in a river.
Damn.
Yep. So that's Graham.
Oh no.
That's pretty good. I
would tell it, I would be like, have you ever seen the end of Toy Story 3? Graham?
Incinerate your ass, dude.
Grimes does the voice of
Oh, that's even worse.
Hello, I'm Graham, the heart and sage of Curio. I get the pleasure of guiding Gabbo and Brock through Curio's magical nooks and crannies. Let's explore our magical universe together.
I think the problem with this is the complete loss of curation of what's going into your kid's brain.
100%.
There's no control at all.
Even like all these images on the website, just AI horseshit.
I mean, not to say that, like humans are perfect and then everything that you put in your kid's brain is going to be the right call, but at least it'll be your call.
It is your call. That's the thing.
The website does have a, where was it? Was it in frequently asked questions? It does have a seal that says kids safe.
By whom?
The kids safe. It's kids safe listed. Okay. And I looked a little bit.
That's a legitimate organization.
Now I looked into it.
Okay.
The Kids Safe SEAL program is an independent safety certification service and seal of approval program designed exclusively for children-friendly websites and technologies by Samet Privacy.
But also, this is emergent technology, and it feels like no one is prepared to make the call on like, oh, this won't turn your child into a zombie. This is all new. We don't know how this affects. You can't just be like, yeah, it looks safe. I don't know.
It's all about, I guess, like data collection, I suppose, at the end of the day. Because if it feels like we're trying to figure out what is AI capable of and we're using kids as the guinea pigs, that's what it kind of feels like. I'd be curious what other toys got the Kid Safe seal of approval.
Member list, Kidoodle TV.
Okay.
Buddy AI. Adventure Academy. It looks like, these were
AI.
Many things that I wouldn't know. A lot of AI. I'm trying to see if I see anything. Kids Bop.
Hey.
Of the website.
Okay.
So he kind of positioned Cocomelon, kind of positioned himself as like a,
Roblox.
Roblox has the kid seal.
But isn't that like
it's a major issue.
like a horrible, I don't know anything about Roblox. I just know it's horrible.
Oh, I thought we were talking about like the blocks. Are they
No, those are, you're thinking of Duplo.
Oh. I don't know what Roblox is then, I guess.
It's a video game.
Oh, it's a video game. Oh, interesting.
Looks confusing and that none of us know anything about because we were there. We were alive when the towers fell.
I'm trying to say this without saying anything that could lead to legal ramifications. Roblox has a lot of safety allegations.
Yes.
And faces multiple lawsuits over child safety connecting adults to children. Move around. So the fact that the Roblox is also certified as kid
but
safe.
Play-Doh is also kids.
That's good.
Right above Play-Doh.
Nice.
So it seems like, and I'm imagining that there's some sort of a price that you pay to get this certification.
Oh, it's like the stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yes. So it seems like any website that connects kids to the internet maybe needs this, but it's it's an independent company, so it doesn't really matter. And the fact that Roblox has it is
concerning.
So
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would trust it.
I just remembered having I had a flashback to a toy that I had as a child, and maybe you guys had something similar. It was like a little parrot on a log. And you would press a button and be like, I'm stupid. And then the parrot would be like, its little beak would move and go, I'm stupid.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Now that's what you want. You want something that just repeats everything.
A yak back.
It's like a yak bag.
Is that
Or
what
a
it's
talk
called?
boy.
Yak back? Is that what it was called?
The father.
The yak back. What is that? You said that the other day.
It's from Home Alone 2. Someone called that out in the
Yeah,
comments.
they did.
Oh, also someone in the comments on the recent episode I was talking about Scode Outdoors, they pointed out that the island mentioned in Scode Outdoors, I said it was
It's
Nova
Newfoundland.
Scotia, it's Newfoundland. Apologies.
Off the coast of Newfoundland.
I think because of
Welcome to the rock.
the hosts are maybe from Nova Scotia, hence the Scote in the name.
Gotcha.
But
Do
Newfoundland
they call
is
themselves
further up.
Scots?
I think they do. I don't entirely know, but that's what I assumed.
Wow.
Anyway, the point is that is very scary. Grimes, you're scary. And your toys
Hey.
are scary.
I don't like it.
No,
I'll say
very
that.
bad.
That's my official verdict. I don't like it.
It's pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty. So no one would be giving their kids these.
No.
yet.
My kids I don't have, I would not give it to.
What would
them.
have to happen?
What do you mean?
What would like you? Would you need years of studies on it and stuff like that?
No.
I don't think I'd want to. I just don't think I'd want that.
It does.
Even if there were studies that were like, it's fine. I'd probably still be like, yeah, I don't know. Here's some Legos.
It is funny that it's positioning itself as a replacement for screens because
Yeah,
it does the same thing as screens.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a dog.
Get a dog, I guess.
Get a dog. A little puppy.
I have conversations
Or a
with Vinny
kitty
all the
cat.
time. I don't need him to be like, I love you,
I
Daddy.
love talking to Obi.
You can see it in his eyes that he does.
You know
I
what?
can see it in his
You know
eyes.
what I've gotten into the habit of doing anytime we're on like a trip for like half a week to a week and we come home. We've got the little pet camera up,
Yeah.
you know, and I always start recording on the pet camera.
Do you have any footage of that?
I do.
No. Do you have any footage of that the day before your trip?
No, because
Oh.
you have to actively record. But what we do is we like the lift will pull up to our apartment and I'll like hit the record button and we'll see Obi like sleeping on the couch. And then when we start to walk up the stairs outside of the building, he somehow like recognizes our footsteps and he like gets up and he kind of goes like, ah! Like he just starts making a bunch of noise and then he runs to the door. And then as soon as we open the door, he's just quiet and like kind of walking around.
Didn't want you to know that he was excited.
Yeah.
That's very
I
funny.
like
I've
that.
got
It's endearing.
I'll put together a supercut and it's really fun. I love it.
Maybe I should get a pet cam.
They're fun.
That sounds nice.
We don't
Pet
have
cams
a,
are nice.
we just have ours to it's not recording all the time. You can just like pull it up on your phone and look at it, you know.
Gotcha.
Pet cams are really nice, especially because we live in the earthquake-prone Los Angeles. It's nice that, like, if an earthquake happens and nobody's home, that you can look and
Oh.
make sure that nothing has squashed your
I've never done
lovely
that.
pet.
That's a good
Huh.
call.
Okay, this is a question from Ella. No, sorry, this is a call from Ella.
Great.
Okay.
Hey guys. Hi Shane, Ryan, and Steven. This one is for Shane. I'm the person who commented about sailing in the San Juan Island.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm currently reading from the script right now, and I'm still really nervous.
Oh, you're
Sorry.
doing great.
I just wanted to call in and tell Shane that I can't talk to him about boats at all
Okay.
because I know nothing about sailboats, unfortunately.
Oh.
My father-in-law is big into boats and has spent the entire summer sailing around the San Juans in his own sailboat. His boat's name is the Raven, which I know you guys will think is pretty fucking cool.
I love Raven.
I'll give you his number so you can get in touch about this said sailboat.
Okay.
I went and stayed on the boat for a couple nights to get the experience. Totally one of the coolest things I've ever done. I would recommend it
Wow.
if you know someone with a sailboat. I didn't see any whales. That was one of the reasons why we went out, because I really like orcas. Unfortunately, we didn't see any, but I know Shane likes birds. So I'll tell you, I saw tons of birds, a lot of kingfishers, and many huge blue herons.
Wow.
Okay, thank you. I hope you guys read my question because it was cool to hear you guys talk about my comment. Okay, bye.
Incredible.
Love you guys.
Thank you, Ella.
Thank
Little
Thank you for
closing the
listening.
loop on that. for you.
That's nice to hear. I did see other people on that episode who were like, I also live in the San Juan Islands. And I was like, how?
Wow.
what reach
It's
we have.
relatively common. Yeah, it's a bit, you know.
Thank you for providing the details on that. I'm just looking at those islands. I was like, I want to get up there. Sounds like some nice birds. I love a heron.
They're huge, right?
They're enormous. They eat my father's koi.
I remember that was
It's like a Nolan line.
my father. That heron's eating something. Maybe my father's koi. My My father and I dug a pond in my parents' backyard in like 2010, 2011. And he bought some koi when they were little.
Nice.
Then they got real big, and then a nasty heron came and ate them all. So I'm sort of like,
wow.
And then my father put up electrified wire all around the pond.
Oh, wow.
To keep them away. And at one point I came back and I was like feeding them, and I bent down to feed them, and the wire hit my head, and it shocked me. And
serves you right.
Yeah, But heron's really nasty for what they've done to my father's koi. But beautiful birds.
Yeah.
We got another call from Graham.
Another call from Graham. This one's from Callie, I believe. It's hard to understand sometimes what the name was. But I believe this is from Callie.
Hey guys, not to be that bitch, but I just want to say I just listened to today's podcast, and you probably already answered this question because I know you tend to like skip over one you've already answered. But the question I had asked, and the main reason I'm upset is because I was asking about the Curse of the Mummy. If y'all were talking about The Rock's rendition of the Scorpion King, and I was thinking you how much y'all were hating on it because I hate him as a WWE lover. But then another question I was asking was, when y'all watched Friday the 13th with Steven, in that one scene where they kill that snake, if y'all known that snake was actually a pet of someone, and they didn't even run it by the guy when they took his fucking pet snake. They just killed his pet snake, and he found out afterwards that they had to like take 2 men to like hold him back.
Oh my God.
It's not funny, but it is at the same time. It's terrible. Rest in peace, Snake Man. I hope he got his justice. Like I said, you probably already answered this question, so no hard feelings. Love you guys. I love you so much. Please have an amazing day.
Thank you, Callie.
I think it's I don't know if it's Callie or Kelly.
Holy shit.
How did I know that?
Hi, my name's Callie.
Oh, Callie.
Thank you, Callie.
Thank you, Callie.
Sorry about that. I like rest in peace, Snake Man. I think he might be still alive.
What the fuck?
Maybe
That's
she's
crazy.
Maybe they're referring to the snake as Snake Man.
Yeah.
That little Snake Man down there, he got his head cut off.
Dude, they cut his pet snake's head
Well,
off?
you can tell in the film. I don't know if we said this in the commentary. I think we did. We
I
were
did
like,
know
that looks real.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad enough that it was already just a real snake, but then the fact that it was so
I didn't know that. That's so sad.
They just took it from the terrarium and then
Cut
just
its
like cut
fucking
its
head
fucking head off. Dude, holy shit.
I would be very sad.
Somebody cut Vinny's head off, I'd kill them.
Yeah, I think if someone cut Vinny's head off, if they were like, "Hey, we're shooting a dog food commercial, Vinny would be great for it."
I know.
And you were like, "Wow, yeah, absolutely."
All right, just sit him here on the guillotine.
And then you were like, "Hey, where's Vinny?" And they're like, "Well, just a second. Why don't you watch a cut of the commercial?" It's just they just chop his fucking head off.
Dude, I don't blame them for having to hold fucking two people, have them. I couldn't even imagine it. Short circuited my brain right now. I couldn't. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't really know what the question was.
Hey, it's a crazy thing to
did you know
note.
that? I suppose
That's crazy.
That's like
I did not know that.
That's a sad fact, not a fun fact.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. Well, Callie, thank you for
thank you, Callie,
for bringing that to our attention.
And I think that'll do it for today.
All right.
Easy breezy app. That was a lot of fun. I love to be
a good
here
time.
and look at scary toys.
Let us know about
what
your
do you think about the
toys.
toy? Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about Graham?
Are we being too judgmental?
There is you said it was this two old man yelling at the cloud thing, and I don't know. Like, I mean, people could have had the same opinion about video games.
Sure.
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier because I was like, I was thinking to the times in my life, like I remember being in high school, being like, or maybe junior high, being like, oh my God, I gotta get home and play Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
I guess it's similar. It's up to everybody's own discretion. If I have kids, I definitely would not let them, use this, but that's my call.
Yeah. If you're a parent, I'd love to know what you think about this.
Does it freak you out?
Do you trust Grimes to do it?
Well, I think the answer to that is going to be pretty no across the board.
I do think that a big problem of it is that it is connected to the Grok from X.
That sounds bad. Yeah,
that's
the one that was like, Hitler rocks. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe.
Interesting take.
Maybe don't throw that in your kid's room. I don't know. Okay. Hey, that's been fun. Oh, by the way, if you haven't, subscribe on your podcast app of choice. Subscribe on YouTube. That always helps us. And if you'd like to watch these episodes ad-free every week, they go up at midnight over on WatcherTV.com. And ain't that great?
Nice.
Yeah. And that's going to do it for us here at Get Scared. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.